Hi, I'm Nick and welcome to the first episode of Bukakking. Today we'll be talking about Epic Card Game by White Wizard Games. Epic is a fast-paced card game of fantasy combat designed by the creators of Star Realms, MTG Hall of Famers Dougherty and Darwin Kastle. So today we will be unboxing a box of Epic Card Game. As you can see, it comes in this easy and mobile box. So in a box of Epic Card Game, you get a rulebook, 8 double-sided tokens, and 120 cards representing the 4 factions in the game. From a durability point of view, the card stock's pretty flimsy, so you might want to sleeve up these cards. In a portable sense, the fact that everything fits into one box makes it super damn portable. Although, once you sleeve up these cards, you can always find a bigger box. It's still easy and mobile enough to bring around to play with your 2 to 4 friends. Also, I like the fact that the rulebook fits into the box. It's pretty easy to understand, and being a card gamer, I got it within the first read. If you're new to card games, you can always check out epiccardgames.com for a better tutorial. So these are the 4 factions in Epic Card Game. The first faction, Evil. Second faction, Good. The third faction, Wild. And the fourth faction, Sage. Yeah, the naming conventions are pretty basic, but it ties into the basic fantasy tropes. I mean, Evil's all about demons and vampires and zombies. Good's all about angels, soldiers, humans, kings and knights. Wild's all about monsters. And Sage is more towards those wizards and mystics. So in this game, there's 2 types of card types: champions and event cards. Also in this game, there's only 2 types of cost, either 1 gold or 0. So how do you play a game of Epic Card Game? It's simple enough. You each start out from the box by randomly shuffling out 30 cards to each player. In a 2-player game, you each have a 30 card deck, and you start with 30 life. The basic strategy is you want to bring your opponent down to 0 life. Every turn, you receive 1 gold, which you can use to cast out either your creatures or your events. Champions can only be cast on your turn, unless specified. Events, on the other hand, can be cast on your turn or your opponent's turn. There's also a group of keywords on creatures and events which makes them stronger. You can figure out that more by checking out the rulebook. In summary, Epic Card Game is a pretty easy card game to pick up straight out of the box. You can straight away play with 2 players, up to even 4 players. For casual gamers, this is also a great pickup game because straight out of the box, according to the rulebook, there's multiple formats that you can play. For example, Sealed Deck, which you can play from 2 up to 4 players. All you need to do is randomly give out 30 cards to each player. You each start with 30 life and you can start playing straight away. For Pack Draft, what you do is you make 3 10-card boosters for each of the 4 players. This is a 3 to 4 player format. And then, starting from the first booster pack of 10 cards, you draft 1 card, pass it to the left until there's no more cards in that pack. For your second pack, you pick 1 card, pass it to the right until there's no more cards in the second pack. Do the same for the third pack, passing to the left. At the end of the draft, you would have a 30 card deck which you can play with straight away. For Open Draft, which is another variant, what you do is you randomly select 60 cards out of the 120 cards from the starter and then reveal 4 different cards. First player picks 1 card, and then the second player picks 2 cards, then the first player picks the last card. Alternate between who gets to pick first until there's no more cards. At the end, you would have 2 30 card decks which you can play straight away. Lastly, for pre-constructed, all you need to do is divide the cards into the 4 factions, shuffle it up, and each player should have 4 pretty balanced pre-constructed decks that they can play with straight out of the box. For constructed play, all you need to do is purchase 3 boxes of Epic Card Game, which allows you to have a playset of each card, which is 3 copies. For deck building purposes in constructed tournaments, for every 2 zero casting cards that you put into your deck, you would need to have one casting cost card. This balances the game so that your opponent doesn't just play out his whole hand in the first turn and then start whacking you. I feel from a financial value, this is very much an awesome buy. For a mere 15 USD, you get 4 different formats, 120 cards, which is effectively 4 different pre-constructed decks. I feel it's way more awesome than Star Realms because Star Realms used to be a 2-player game from 1 box. This, on the other hand, allows you to go up to 4 players straight out of the box. So definitely, congratulations to White Wizard Games for making a way more awesome product. In summary, I think Epic Card Game is an awesome product. If you can get a copy from your favorite local game store, definitely get it, guys. Awesome buy. That was the first episode of Bukakking. What do you think of Epic the Card Game? Tell us in the comment section below. Stay tuned for next episodes of Bukakking on Sparta TV. This is Nick signing off.